If you are after any Ultimate Team coins, make sure you check out ut1buy.com and use the discount code JaredHD to get 6% off your order. Cheapest place on the internet. G'day guys, how's it going? It is Jared HD here. Welcome to episode number 6 of season 1 of my Liverpool Career Mode series. We're going to kick off today's episode with a matchup. We're travelling to London to take on Queen's Park Rangers at Loftus Road. We are sitting in 3rd position, 2 points behind league leaders Chelsea and tied with Manchester United. I'm fairly certain that was. But this is the QPR lineup heading into the matchup, a squad that I am confident that we will be able to beat. Charlie Austin is one of my favourite players in the Premier League at this moment, so gonna have to contain him, but this is the lineup we are rocking with. A very strong lineup. Jordan Henderson comes in for a rare appearance along with Fabio Borini, but Marco Reus here in the 20th minute is running up the lines way quicker than Matt Phillips. He's going to whip it in to the area. Borini cuts back in. He's going to pass it to Sterling. Sterling with a shot, but it just goes wide. Raheem Sterling unlucky not to get a goal to kick off the matchup. Charlie Austin, though, that man to watch. Pass it to Matt Phillips, to Sandro, the former Spurs man. Whips it into Leroy Fer, and unfortunately the Dutch midfielder does make it a 1-0 advantage in QPR's favour. And I'll just like to take this moment, fellas, talk about the future of this series. So yes, I have been paying attention to a lot of the comments that have been left on the videos, and I'm not gonna lie, they get me a bit angry, they get me a bit down. Seeing that so many of you guys want to get rid of this series, want me to do something, and I even heard one of you guys say, will comment on yesterday's video, they want the old Jared HD back. See, I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, because if you're talking about the old Jared HD, I would refer to my FIFA 13 self, which was my Everton career mode about once every 3 days, along with a terrible squad builder and another terrible Ultimate Team video. So if you want me to go back to making terrible content like I did in FIFA 13, then be my guest, I'll do that. But I would just like a little bit of explanation with the comments, because I've seen a lot of hate towards this series, but no real explanations why you hate the series so much. So I'm all open, I'm all ears to criticism, but I like to know what the criticism is. Anyway, fellas, we're going to focus back on the episode for the people that actually enjoy this series, and we do see that Manquillo is going to return from injury, which is fantastic to see as we progress into the next matchup. That is such a sick cutscene. We're going to be taking on the Belgium side, Standard Liege, in the Champions League group stages at Anfield. Going to be a huge matchup. The fellow Liverpool fans have turned out in the largest of numbers to hopefully get us our first victory in the Champions Cup this campaign. Of course, last episode we did lose to Schalke, who are one of the strongest sides in the group, and previously we did draw with Benfica. This is the lineup that we are rocking with, though. De Siglio in the lineup, Dejan Lovren in the starting 11 for a rare appearance. I'm not really a huge fan of Lovren in real life or on FIFA, so I'm not going to give him that much game time. A lot of Champions League game time for him, but I don't think he's going to suit the league. Anyway, Standard Liège, I don't know too many of their players, but still can't take them lightly. 25 minutes into it though, Marco Reus whips a beautiful ball in there to Danny Sturridge, who does give us a 1-0 advantage. That is a fantastic piece of running there from our English striker. Didn't do his trademark celebration, but that is fine by me. At least we got the goal. Unfortunately, there, 40 minutes into it, you would have seen Mario Balotelli go down. Did you see when they called the injury timeout though? Danny Sturridge was on goal. He was likely to get a second goal, but it's just terrible to see that Mario Balotelli is injured in the to begin with. But Ricky Lambert there, fantastic strike, it's a good save, but Danny Sturridge is in the right place at the right time to pick up his second goal and give us our second goal. There's the trademark celebration everybody wants, but we went on to defeat Standard Liège 2-0 in this Champions League group stage. Terrible weeks though, terrible news, as Mario Balotelli suffered a sprained ankle in that last matchup. 4 weeks on the sideline for Super Mario, so that means that Ricky Lambert and Fabio Barini are going to have to step up in these next few matchups, and our first test of life without Mario is going to be another game at Anfield. This time it is in the BPL and we are taking on Hull City. This is the table. 8 games into it, we are sitting in 3rd, 2 points behind Chelsea and Manchester United. But we are well ahead of Hull City, who are sitting in 8th place on 13 points. Actually, I think they're only 3 points behind us, so we could probably be down. We could swap positions if they defeat us. But anyway, this is the lineup we are rocking with. Fabio Barini comes in to replace the injured Balotelli. And Hull City, they are a decent side. Of course, on the weekend, Nikica Jelovic had a fantastic game against Everton. One of the best players in the last few weeks in real life in the Premier League, in my opinion. Been watching a lot of Premier League action, mainly all the games. I've been trying to watch all the games, and Nikica Jelovic has been having a very, very good past few games. But anyway, Danny Sturridge does give us a 1-0 advantage 10 minutes into this matchup against Hull. It was a very nice, well-worked goal, and that is definitely what we want. But then 24 minutes into it, Raheem Sterling, he is on the ball, he's going to take it past Paul McShane, outpacing the old centre-back, whipping it in there to Sturridge, it is cleared away. Tom Huddleston though passed it to Quinn, a good tackle there from Barini, it goes straight back to Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling, he's bounced on goals, whips it in there, it's cleared out to Moreno! What a goal! Moreno giving us a 2-0 advantage, wonderful long shot. It was skipping, and that is a fantastic goal, potentially goal of the season so far. Hits it after taking it off. That is just crazy. That dip was out of this world. Moreno, what a gun. Alberto Moreno, take a bow, son. Absolutely fantastic to see that. 83 minutes into it though, Markovic, I did put him in striker, and what a blistering show of pace there from Markovic. A great finish as well to give us a 3-0 advantage, securing all 3 points in what was a very, very good matchup from the lads. I think we played very, very well, and I'm sure the Liverpool faithful will be very, very impressed with our showing in that matchup. 3-0 against Hull City at home. Fantastic to see. Our final game of the episode though is against my favourite club in real life. It's Fulham, the club that I've supported since I was about 8 years old. Mark Schwarzer is the reason I am a Fulham fan. Coming off his heroics in the World Cup of 2006 when the 2005 qualifiers when he was our hero in that penalty shootout. He instantly became my favourite player considering I am a goalkeeper, and I decided that was when he moved from Middlesbrough to Fulham, so I decided that I would support Fulham, and I haven't looked back since. But I have to change my allegiances just for this one game in the Capital One Cup as we take on Fulham. Come on you Whites, but come on you Reds is the message tonight. A good save there though from the Fulham goalkeeper. 27 minutes into it though is Hoogland on the ball here. He passed it to Hugo Rodallega, the Colombian, lays it off to Christensen, to Zurtovic, and Ross McCormack, the former Leeds man, does blast it wide of Simon Mignolet on the post. Fabio Barini though getting past the challenge there. He's going to whip it into Joe Allen, a fantastic save there, denying Joe Allen, and that is a great point-blank range save. And Fulham are still in this game. 77 minutes into it though, Christensen is going to pass it to Brian Ruiz. The Costa Rican takes a strike, but it's a good save there from Mignolet. Unfortunately, Fulham win it back as Hutchinson plays it to Scotty Parker, who plays it to Ross McCormack. McCormack, we thought he was offside, but he was not. It goes to Stifilis, back into Brian Ruiz, and how has Brian Ruiz won that header? He shouldn't have won that header. I don't recall who he was against, but Brian Ruiz isn't exactly the tallest of fellas. I don't know how he won that header, but Fulham have defeated us 1-0 in the Capital One Cup. Out of all the teams, I would have probably liked to lose to Fulham, but I was trying and trying, but that was an absolutely pathetic performance on our behalf. So the domestic cup we're going to have to turn our attention to now is the FA Cup. Anyway, fellas, we are going to wrap up the episode here. We are sitting in equal first position only behind Chelsea on goal difference. But anyway, fellas, if you did enjoy the episode, make sure that you smash the crap out of that like button. Make sure that you subscribe if you are new around here to keep up to date with the channel. Hopefully we will hit 13,000 subscribers very, very soon. Make sure that you follow me on Twitter at JaredHD to keep up to date with the channel. Also, follow me on Instagram. I'm going to be including that link in the description down below. My Instagram is at JaredNant, so give us a follow on there. Anyway, fellas, have a fantastic day. It's been JaredHD here. I'm out. Peace.